Hey guys, and welcome back to Mirror Madness, where we blend beauty with truth and healing. Today, our episode is about the mirror doesn't lie, but it doesn't tell the whole truth either. So we're going to get into some deep stuff today. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, I hope you're here to stay. And if you're just dropping in, welcome. It's good to have you. Thanks for joining on this conversation. Now, let's get our makeup out and figure out what kind of look we're doing. So I know I'm doing a natural bead with a little bit of gold shimmer, okay? I already did my eyebrows off camera so that I could just get into the conversation with you guys and we can talk about some things, okay? So let's get our primer out and let's talk about what the mirror shows us. So we know when we get in the mirror, we see what the mirror shows us, our reflection. But it doesn't show those hidden truths that we have so deep below. The things that we don't want to share, the things that we don't want to acknowledge is there. I don't know what's up with this rhyming, but I'm going to just roll with it, you know? But anyways, as I was saying, guys, I get off topic a lot, but it's okay. We're here having girl talk, and we haven't had it in a week, so I think it's time for us to check in for our Sunday restart for the week. I have bars today. I'm very proud of myself. If you hear that, it's my mic. I ordered a new one, so it'll be in when it gets in. But yeah, can we get into the brows first before we get deep into conversation and talk about our trauma? They're good, right? Yeah, they're thick. They're growing in, so. And I use e.l.f. primer all the time. It's very good. But anywho, let's get into this conversation. So, the mirror shows us who we are, but it doesn't show us who we have underneath, what we went through underneath. Because we hide it so well, we don't want to address it. It's a topic that most of us don't want to talk about. Makeup became an escape for me. First of all, I jumped into it because I wanted to do it, but I also wanted to change my appearance on the outside for a little bit because I didn't like what the mirror was showing me. And that's speaking both figuratively and metaphorically, I guess. That's how it would be. But anyways, as I was saying, the mirror shows us who we are, but it doesn't show us our scars. We hide our scars under makeup. Why? Because we don't want to share that, right? But how can we say we're healing if we don't address the scars underneath the makeup? How can we say we're healing if we don't address ourselves, who we really see, who we see? How can we say we heal if we don't address those issues? If we don't address us, if we don't see us, if we don't share us? Hiding is something that we're all taught to do. Hide the ugly and show the beauty. But why? When there's beauty in ugly. Your healing journey is not always going to be beautiful. And those scars that's underneath, they take a lot to deal with. They take a lot to work with. They take a lot to heal. And it doesn't just happen overnight. Now, while we're putting on our foundation, make sure we do the neck. Don't leave it untouched, honey. We don't want anyone taking pictures of us showing the world we didn't blend or add any foundation to that spot, okay? We rarely ask ourselves, under all of that makeup that we're putting on, how do we feel? Do I feel like me? Do you feel like you? I know some days I put on this makeup, and I did mention in our first episode that sometimes when I put on makeup, I don't always feel my best. I don't feel like me. I feel like an imposter in my body because I have on this beautiful makeup and I look pretty, but I don't feel pretty. There's something missing. What's missing? Do you guys feel that way? It's all about addressing us. And today we're looking in the mirror at us while we're beating our face and getting pretty. And I do want you to feel pretty after you beat your makeup. But I want you to say to yourself, do I feel okay underneath this mask? Am I masking something that shouldn't be masked? The mirror gives us surface level truth. It doesn't share what's deep below that surface. Okay? And don't get me wrong, there's power in looking good, trust me. There's power in putting yourself together. Because I go by this saying, look good, feel good. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you don't feel good. When you look good, you feel like crap. The mirror can't tell us that we're exhausted and we're pretending. We tell ourselves that. I used to confuse being presentable with being whole. And why is that? Because we're taught that way. Like if I look good, then all my problems had to be fixed and over with. There wasn't any problems. But trust me, there were problems. And because I looked good, didn't mean they went away. And because I felt good, didn't mean they went away. They were still there. Your problems aren't going to always be solved overnight. They're not going to be solved overnight, honey. Problems come and go. It's part of life. Take a minute and pull out your mirror. Let's take a break from living. And let's look at ourselves. Ask yourself, what am I hiding? What haven't I dealt with? Let's talk about performance. How many of us are tired of putting on the show, pretending that everything is okay? If you hear Savannah, she's just waking up. I guess mommy started a little bit too late today. Concealer isn't just for highlighting and showing off our beauty and our form and shape in our eyes, but it also helps us cover things that we don't want to see, those blemishes on our face. Are you using concealer in your life to cover blemishes you don't want to see in your life? Yeah, I got deep with you. Are you using your own life concealer to cover things up that you don't want to deal with, that should be dealt with? Aren't you tired of being performing? Aren't you exhausted? I'm exhausted. I'm ready for the world to actually see me, aren't you? I said it earlier. The mirror shows us surface level. It doesn't show us what's deep. It doesn't show us what we're performing, what we're covering up, what we're not addressing, because we don't want to address it. Why? Because those emotions that surface, they don't feel good. So it feels good to cover it up and mask it with concealer or life marker. But that's not healthy. Because all that does is build you up. Build those emotions up. They never go away. And then when you have something that triggers that emotion, it comes in waves as a tsunami and it overtakes you. It consumes you. And then you're stuck in this emotional roller coaster that you cannot seem to get off. Why? Because you did not address something that needed to be addressed. You thought putting your life concealer on it was going to heal it and cover it up and make it go away. I'm here to give you a news flash. It didn't go away. It's still there. And only you know what's still there. I can't tell you what's there. Am I getting too deep? I want it to. It's still there. It hasn't gone away. And you haven't addressed it or healed from it. So it's not going to go away. It isn't. You are going to have some baggage. And that baggage is going to follow you. And you know, like Erykah Badu said, bag lady, you're going to miss your flight or you're going to miss your bus. Carrying all that luggage, all that baggage. Cause you got too much stuff. Sing it with me. Bag lady. Well, listen to that song, sis. And realize your baggage isn't going away because you cover it with your life concealer, your life eraser. It's still there and you're still ignoring it. Why? Because you're afraid to deal with it. Or you don't want to deal with it. I know I'm touching on some hard topics and you may not want to talk about it today. But remember, this video will always be up and you can always go back to it. For some reason I did this. I never do this part. I never put concealer on my forehead. I feel like it gives me that Casper look, but We're gonna work today because I felt like being spontaneous and giving you guys some talk and some content. But my contour stick gonna bring us sis back to her chocolateness. But I need to lighten up to my chest. If that makes any sense. I went too light, but it's okay. Concealer is not just a vibe. Blending our face and bonding is not just a vibe. Sometimes we're distracting ourselves with our life concealer, with our lip gloss, because we don't want to deal with something that is going on, because we feel like it is too tough to deal with. And it's like, hey, this is my life. I don't have to deal with nothing that I don't want to deal with. Am I right? We pick and choose what we want to deal with. But some stuff, we need to get to it. The mirror shows us what? Surface level. Only we know what's deep down inside. Let me ask you a real question. Do you have a journal? You don't? Don't you think it's time to get one? Yeah. After our talk, your face is beat. You're going to have some nice clothes on. Go to the dollar store and spend $1 and get you a journal. We need for you to journal down your feelings, because what is happening? If you're not addressing it, then what are you doing? You're walking around with baggage. Bag lady you are. I don't want that life for you. If you got a journal, keep up the good work. But in that journal, are you really discovering what you need to discover? Are you talking about what you need to talk about? Or are you just writing to write? Ooh, did I challenge you? Then that says something. It says you're just writing to write. Dig deep. Ask yourself a question. When I get in the mirror, can I look at myself and say I'm beautiful? Can I address what isn't being talked about? Now remember, if your emotions become too much and you feel as though it is succumbing and overtaking you and you're succumbing to your emotions, reach out for professional help. I am not a licensed professional. I'm only a person who's sharing, consulting with you. And I can't hear what you're saying back to me. So if it is too much for you, you need to contact your therapist so you can talk it out and work it out. Work it out, don't you? Work it out. Work it out, clock it. Ain't that what they do? Clock it. Work it out. Now let's go ahead and chisel. Are we afraid of someone asking us deeper questions if we share with them? Are we afraid of them discovering who we are and them not wanting to be around us because they discovered a flaw of ours or something that we went through? Are we afraid of rejection? All of that's normal. You can be afraid of those things. It's normal to feel like someone won't like you for whatever it is. That's normal. But don't let it stay too long. I look at it this way. If they want to be around after I tell them about my trauma, they'll be around. Let me say it this way. If you feel comfortable enough to share with that person, that should mean that they're going to stick around. I learned from one of my therapists, you put out a piece of trust to see how far you can go with that person. And if they don't break that piece of trust, you can give them more trust. But only if you feel that way, if you want to share. I will say this, don't go around telling your business to everybody, because everybody can't handle your business. I'll say that again. Don't go around telling everybody your business, because everybody can't handle your business. And if you think you're going to hear that business back sometime in the future, keep it to yourself. Now I'm going to take some gold shimmer and put it on my eyes. What kind of eyeshadow are you going to put on? I have a mirror and stuff set up over there, so that's why I keep looking over there, because I can see better. But I don't want it to take up my whole table. Now, we're going to dab just a little bit of this. I don't want to go too crazy. You know what I mean? What did I say last time? A little goes a long way. Yeah. See? It's there. Get into your soft girl era. Remember that soft life that I was talking to you guys about? In order to get there, we have to face ourselves in that mirror that we don't want to look into. There's nothing wrong with being glam and exploring and doing this and that. But if we want to get to that soft girl life that everybody keeps talking about, we're going to have to get in the mirror and look at ourselves. And that mirror look may be uncomfortable in the moment. But just know, you'll adjust. The soft girl era, the soft girl life is right next door. But you have to finish this room first before you can go to the next one. Because what if you can't take what's in the next room and you're deciding to go over there? We gotta address what's going on in this room first, right? I like to use metaphors where you can picture what I'm saying to you. So picture yourself in a room and you got all this junk and it's messy and you need to clean it up before you can go to the next room. What side of the room are you starting with first? I know I'm going to start with the left side because I'm right-handed and I do everything with my right hand first. So why not do my left side? And I'm going to start cleaning that area up before I can go and do the other parts of this room. Now your room could be small and cluttered or spaced out with a few items. Small and cluttered means you went through a lot of stuff. And it's a lot of stuff in that room. And it's only going to get bigger once you clean it up. And it's going to be spacious. Does that make sense? It does. I'm glad it resonated with you. If it doesn't, rewind it and listen to it again. So we need to clean up our rooms before we can go to the next room. And the next room could be where the soft girl life is. Or it could be where we need to do some more work. Because remember, our life, our childhood is something that's a part of us. And that shaped us. So it may be stuff in our childhood that we need to go back to and deal with. That just can't be ignored. I think my child's awake. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear her. So how are we feeling so far? Yeah, I know. But this is our time to bond. We haven't had girl talk all week. I need to check in with you to see how things are going. Let's spray some settings here to help bring this together because it's looking a little ghostly. Yeah. Ooh. During our sessions, do you guys put on music in the background? I do. It looks pretty good. There's nothing wrong with glam. I love doing my makeup. It's creative, it's powerful. But now I ask myself different questions while I do it. Do I feel myself? Do I feel beautiful on the inside? Have I dealt with what's going on the inside? Have you? I ask, do I feel myself? Am I putting this on to express myself or to hide? Am I hiding something under this mask that I'm painting while I'm getting beautiful? Only you can answer your questions. Right? I can't answer them for you. I'm hoping that I'm resonating with someone. Where the heck is my mirror? Okay, I'm just gonna look over here. I don't like to look over there because I feel like I need to be looking at you guys. Matter of fact, I'll just look in the camera. There's a difference between enhancing your beauty and covering your brokenness. I want you to love yourself before the look is finished. So I went to go get blue together and I don't remember what I was looking at, but it's okay. The mirror doesn't lie, but it doesn't show us the whole truth either. That's our job to get to that. It's our job to discover it. It's our job to get to who we truly are and what we're truly hiding from ourselves. No one else has to be included. But we need to figure out the truth. Discover our truth and live in it because it's ours. So let's put on our last touches. And that's going to be our highlight. And remember, not too much. Just something to give us some looking. And then let's do our lips and eyelashes. So I decided to go with a red lip, kinda, you know. It's okay. It looks cute. Anyways, it's your job to sit with the parts of yourself that the mirror cannot reflect. It cannot show you the healing, the growth, the grief, everything that you went through. You have to sit with that and you have to deal with that. That's something that you have to address. Makeup can't hide that. Highlight can't highlight it. The little concealer can't conceal it. And the lipstick can't make it a vibe. It's something that you have to do to grow. I thank you all for attending Mirror Madness and sitting with me and talking with me, or just listening to me talk while we beat our face and get ready to go out into the night, or out to dinner, or to sit on the couch and take pictures and to feel ourselves. But remember to take care of that person that the mirror isn't showing. Remember, in the mirror we only see the surface level. Only we know what's going on deep below. What only we can see. And you have the power to heal, the power to change, the power to do all that, girl. In our mirror, we face our madness. And that's why this channel is called Mirror Madness. Thanks for tuning in this week. I'll see you guys next Sunday for our girl talk during Mirror Madness. Remember, if anything resonated with you, drop a mirror in the comments and share. I would love to bond with you and talk with you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And again, this was Mirror Madness. And remember to sparkle and enjoy every moment and live in the moment. Go outside and touch grass. Bye now.